Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the Knife Center coming at you from SHOT Show 2023 at the Buck booth with a Buck himself, CJ Buck.
How
are you,
man?
sir?
I'm good. I'm really good.
Good to see you again. And CJ's going to take us through some new for 2023 Buck knives.
Okay. I will tell you something I'm really excited about. The Alpha. So the Alpha series was something we introduced quite a few years ago. And as models go, things run their life cycles, and then it's time to do a little bit of a redo. Yeah. So this is the Alpha product redo, and I'm really partial to the small one. I like smaller blades. Yeah. So S35 steel holds a fantastic edge. So this knife is designed in all the different ways that you might hold it. So it's a beautiful little skin and blade. It's a strong drop point tip. It's got jimping in very strategic places. So as you're going to hold it, as you're going to crimp up on it, as you're going to do your work on it, this knife is designed to be used.
Yeah, I think the same things that are going to make it a great hunter in that respect. This is going to be a really cool everyday carry if folks are into fixed blades on a daily basis.
Oh yeah,
that pinch grip right there feels exceptionally good. In fact,
yeah. So what I'm really pleased with, one of the things we've been working on as a knife company is making sure that knives are designed with intent. So if this thing's designed to be a skinner, everything about this knife needs to support. Yeah, I'm a skinner knife. Yeah. That's what I'm designed for. That's how I'm used.
Right.
So that intent, the engineers have done a great job this year, really making sure that from a pragmatic standpoint that would make my grandfather proud, this thing's designed to be used.
Right.
So that's the Alpha series.
So that looks like a rosewood handle or some kind of wood?
Yeah, it's a synthetic rosewood. It's the laminate.
Is this rich light? The material here on the this other one?
It's possible. You can ask me.
We can check.
You can ask me technical. I'll go to my cheat sheet.
It feels really good.
But it's got a nice crosshatch that we do in-house, something we've worked on, so it's a good grip, doesn't tear your hands up, but the knife is going to stay secure.
Yeah. Can I see the big one?
In a skinning scenario, that's really important.
Yeah, that feels really good. I like on this large one, especially this little bit right here on the finger guard where the edge doesn't go all the way through. You got that little extra bit of safety right there. I like that little touch. Very nice.
So, the large will be 225, or the large is 250, the small is 225.
Is that MSRP?
MSRP.
Okay, so a little bit lower when it hits the Knife Center website.
Yeah, map will be 200 and 180.
Okay. Yeah.
So whenever you guys, but it's really happy with how these came out.
Yeah, that feels really
good. This is the sheath to go with it. So just a very unobtrusive form fit.
Yeah.
And me personally, when I'm hunting, I don't like things on my belt. I just really don't. I tend to throw things in the pack.
Right.
But the sheath is here if that's how you want to wear it.
So you can keep it nice and unobtrusive if you do put it on the belt. Yeah.
From a continuing on with the hunting standpoint, because that was a focus of us this year, we're also reintroducing the Packlight series. So we did a 3-set before. So this is kind of the Packlight 2.0. We put little handles. Again, it's similar. It's similar in grip. So it's just a little something to add to the ergonomics of the knife itself. But we did a skinning, boning, small, and then a caper. And we do 420HC in the black and the orange alternatives, and then a S35 version in the green. So there's a pro version and then a kind of a standard.
Very nice. So we got green micarta on the pro version, and then G10 for the black and the orange.
So we're really excited about this. We're not really doing a set this time like we did before. These are all individuals. Yep. And I don't have. Oh, there's the sheaths for those. The
let's see. They're all kind of the same. No, is it not?
Is it? Oh, it could be. You were right. Yeah.
Hey, all right.
There you go.
So they're all the same kind of construction, but obviously different sizes.
So this type of thing you could You can strap it to you in different ways. It has a little raised area, so you can use your thumb to launch it.
Yep.
And not really a belt opportunity, but
without an attachment. Yeah.
I just like putting this stuff in the pack and and letting it go.
Yeah, these things offer just enough there to make it not feel like a completely skeletonized knife.
And they're screwed on, so you can take them off.
Sure.
If you want to paracord wrap this thing, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah. Feels
But
really good.
I think this may be my next camp kitchen.
Yeah. Oh,
right
that would
here.
work great for that. For sure. For sure. Excellent.
So next one down the line, this is the Saunter. So this is a slip joint. So instead of a lockback, so just more of a gentleman's knife. This one started as a special project, and it got so much rave reviews as a special project that we decided to put it in line. So that's kind of the pro version. Actually, I think they're both high end.
Yeah, it's marked 154 cm.
Yeah,
on the back
they're both 154 cm. So
black micarta,
that's going to be a high-end
green
gentleman's
micarta.
carry.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, it feels good. It's got plenty of girth on the handle for a slip joint knife. Doesn't feel skimpy. Yeah, good action. Nice.
So we're really happy with those, both the drop point and then the
clip. Yeah,
clip.
About 2.5 inch blade length. It looks like. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
So, next one I want to talk about. This one is a sweet. This is a titanium handled 110.
It looks fantastic.
Hard to go wrong.
Yeah.
Hard to go wrong with it. So it's a bit pricey. Suggested retail $590.
And this is going to be one of the limited editions.
It's one of the limited editions for the year. So what we're doing with limited editions, which we've done the last few years, is they're not limited in number per se, but they're limited in time. So we will produce these all year 2023 till the end of the year, and then we will stop producing them and we'll switch over to whatever we're going to do in 24.
I love the copper colored accents on here. That's a really nice look.
Yeah, very very classy. Very classy look.
Indeed, it's got a little more heft than the standard TRXs, so yeah, that's really cool. Very eye-catching. S45 VN and limited. Very cool.
Yeah. So we're happy about.
I like it.
That same with the one next door. So this is another one.
Did we actually skip one of the fixed blades right here?
Oh, this is the 117. So this is a new product. So this is think of it as a mini version of a 119.
Yeah.
So it's got a mini blood groove, but it's more of a 105. It's just a smaller version of a 119.
Better bird and trout option than the big guy for sure.
Again, that's another one that started as a special project.
Yeah.
And just to do something creative, a mini 119.
Right.
How fun is that?
Right.
And it turned out to be so useful that it's now become part of the product line.
What I think is cool about this too is the handle length. It's got just enough for me with my hands that are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But I could see this being a really great kids first belt knife.
Yeah.
But it could grow with them. They're not gonna outgrow the size too much unless you got really big bear paws,
True.
Some of us out there do have that to contend with, but
that's the 117
really nice.
Brahma right there.
Yeah. Leather sheath.
Yep. This is a sheath for it.
I love the way you guys do the snap loop on those. It just stays right out of the way. It's tucked behind, so it's not going to snag as you're going through brush.
It runs all the way across rather than snapping in the middle.
Yep. Excellent. All right, sorry to derail you.
No,
I
guess that was my deal.
All right, next.
So this is the Bearhead 110. So we're doing it's nickel silver. We're doing we've taken the rear bolster off, so just to get it a different look. So again, it's a synthetic handle, and where we put these grooves in. So it's a great. It really is a nice grip. Yeah.
And steel on this one's S45 as well. Yep.
I'll let you read it because it's just a blur to me.
It's really cool to see another. It's always cool to see a drop point 110. Since you don't do those as much, of course, as the classic for good reason. But I'm generally a drop point fan, so I like seeing that.
Well, it's a stronger tip. I mean, it really is. If for a working knife, the drop point's a better tip than a clip.
Yeah, very nice.
So we're happy about.
Also looks like rich light handle to me too. Very cool.
Yep. So that one is 400 suggested. That one's 400 suggested retail.
Okay.
The next one is I love the copper.
And the file work on the copper too.
Just
Beautiful.
so much different from brass. Like it's just such a different look. It really resonates with me. But yeah, so we put the file work in the back. Just a classy, dressed up. This is the old Sabi design, bucklock. Real pretty.
Yeah, another great gentleman's option for sure. Let's see, 154 cm on that one. Got the little millwork or file work there on the inside as well. Nice and smooth. Feels like canvas micarta.
Yep.
Yeah, that is classy.
So those are fun.
Yeah.
You know, they're just dolling up. It's a very functional knife, but
yeah, it's not just a pretty face.
No, it's not just a pretty face.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, even like the slight crowning on the spine on this too. Very nice.
Now, a lot of little finishing touches going into these special projects, and our folks really are proud of these limited editions.
For
like
sure.
They put a little extra care.
Should be.
Into them.
Excellent.
So the next one is the Paradigm. So this is an assisted opener, and it uses the bolster as the lock. So it's a bolster lock. It's already open. I can't open it if it's already open.
Yeah.
So it's an assisted opener
that locks closed essentially because you have to move the bolster to use the flipper. Yeah.
So it doesn't need a safety because the bolster is in the way. So you move the bolster up. It self-locks as you just run your hand over it. Really is a nice product. So it's Ivory G10. It's I called this Rainbow earlier, but it's Raindrop Damascus.
Yeah.
Rainbow has a whole other scenario, but really, that's a sweet knife.
It is. It's always been a cool knife, even without being dolled up too, the standard versions.
It's a conversation starter, especially when you hand it to somebody and tell them, open it.
Yeah.
And they can't really figure out how to open it.
And it's a thing that, you're right, the first time, what's going on here? What do I do?
Yeah.
Once you know what's going on.
It's very intuitive.
Yeah.
It just like what you just did. So real happy with that one. So that's the paradigm shift.
And then unlike a liner lock, something I always like to mention when it's applicable, the finger safe operation on the close. Your fingers never get in the way of the edge. I always appreciate that. So worth mentioning.
So that one is $790 suggested retail.
All right.
So this is a pro version of the Vanguard. This is one of my favorite hunting knives. It's kind of a Bob Loveless style, way back when in the 80s, that classic drop point skinning knife. So this is the micarta handle, high-end steel. I'm gonna let you read that for me.
S35 on
S35. This thing's just gonna hold an edge like nobody's business.
Yeah. And what I love about this one too, and have loved about this design in general, is it's a skinner, great camp knife too. Got just great general purpose blade shape. Love the protection on the index finger guard there. And it's a full length tang, but you've got it all wrapped up in the micarta, so there's no hot spots. It just is one of the more comfortable knives in your lineup and in many people's lineups. Quite honestly. It feels great.
And what's occurring to me now, just as we're going through this, that some of these limited editions are way dolled up. That one's not.
Yeah.
That everything to do with this one is going to add function to it.
Yeah.
From the handle to the blade steel.
Yeah. Well, especially like micarta, when it gets wet, it gets a little tackier too. So yeah. It's a nice looking thing, but it is a workhorse through and through.
Yep.
Excellent.
And then that's the high. Let's see. I think that's the high line.
XL, right?
The high. Yeah. So I know there's this cleaver style blade is resonating with our industry.
So you're doing one.
So we're doing one. But liner lock, solid.
Micarta and some accents. There are a couple different colors, but this is the one I pulled off the wall for the video because just the look of that, it's green, but it's almost black with the gold color. Looks really cool. And the flipping action on it is actually pretty phenomenal as well.
Yep.
And the smaller one's already out. Now we got some more bigger options.
Yeah, now the bigger options.
They're roughly a 4-inch blade thereabouts, I want to say. Very cool. And then last but not least, the Infusion.
So these are the Infusion.
Right.
They're new. And just classic deep pocket carry, one-hand flipper.
Yep. It's like 2 different blade shapes there. Similar. I'm guessing probably a 420 steel on these, or?
Yeah. And the 6250 is suggested retail on those.
So assisted opening there with the liner lock, deep carry clip. Yeah, just a nice, usable blade overall.
Yep.
The couple different colors of aluminum. I think the orange looks really good, especially.
Yeah, I like that burnt. It's kind of a burnt orange.
Yeah,
color.
not a blaze.
I like it too.
Yeah, very nice.
I like it too.
Excellent. Well, folks, that is what we've got to show you for the new 2023 Buck lineup. Some of these limited editions, especially, I'm very excited about personally, like that. Let us know what you thought, and check out the links in the description to take you over to the Buck section of our website. If this stuff isn't up yet, it should hopefully be on the site very soon, so we can start taking pre-orders on that. If not, just keep an eye out. Keep sticking around for more SHOT Show coverage, and CJ, thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
As always.